Welcome to my channel, Let's Talk, and let's do talk. Let's talk about mental illness shaming. Social media is not the place to attack people who allegedly have mental illness. If you claim that a person has a mental illness, then you should not be engaging them in any interaction that can trigger their behavior to be expressed in a violent way, especially when they have a history of having behavioral issues. I have 3 examples that I would like to share. And this video is not to attack anyone, it's to bring light to the fact that there seems to be no censorship when it comes to the harassment, the shaming, the demeaning, disrespectful, dehumanizing way that some people are treating others who allegedly have mental disorders or illnesses. The first one I would like to talk about very quickly is Marcella from All About the Tea. Marcella claimed that Shakana is crazy, that she's sick, she's mentally ill, allegedly. Yet and still, she proceeded to shame her on social media for you to review. But it's not our place to use the public arena to try and shame someone because they have allegedly a form of or some mental illness. They still have the right to express themselves, just like you on your platform have the right to express yourself. Next one is Tasha K with Sabrina.
And guess what? I'm gonna drop that girl interview that you cut too, because you're unstable, bitch.
If you know this, if you're aware of this, why engage her in any kind of interaction that may trigger her to be violent or to express some sense of action where she feels she has to defend herself? If you state, just like with Marcella, that you are aware of this, then why are you doing what you're doing and saying to them, unless you are trying to either shame them or trigger them, agitate them into acting? Next, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil with Bad Baby. Bad Baby was at Turnaround Ranch, and she expressed that she experienced some horrid things and witnessed some horrid things. And his response was he didn't know, or it doesn't have anything to do with him, even though he was the one involved in the process of having her there and receiving information, according to her, allegedly. And furthermore, that at 13, because that's the age she was, that she should have called the proper authorities without paying attention to the fact that she is in a facility that doesn't allow them the use of their personal phone.
4 or 5 years ago, and if she had a bad experience, obviously I would hate that. We'd be sorry about that, but we don't have anything to do with what happens with guests once they leave the stage. I mean, that's between the guardian and the parent and whatever facility they go to. So we're not involved in that. We don't have any feedback from them. So whatever happens once they're there, that's between them and the facility. I assume she had a problem. She filed a complaint with the proper authorities or something 5 years ago. So I really don't know.
And one more thing, the same way how the reporter who was interviewing Dr. Phil called her some other name.
Phil, I'm reading the New York Post this weekend. I open up this story about a teen rapper named Bad Bobby, B-H-A-B-I, and her real name is Danielle.
We can enjoy your entertainment. We do not need to have to be subjected to horrid things like attacking people that you alleged, you people said this, all three of you. Marcella said Chicana was bipolar when she called her B, and other things that could be very agitating and alarming, harassing, demeaning, dehumanizing, in the context in which it was done. The same as Tasha K with Sabrina, okay? Calling all kind of B's and mentally unstable and directing it to her in an agitating, alarming way that could cause her to feel threatened. And I'm not the only one that saw that. I'm not the only one that understood it. It was an obvious situation where agitation was being used. Finally, Dr. Phil, he said that the bad baby was out of control. She tried to reach out to him or whatever the situation is, but they're at odds. If you know someone have an issue that causes them to behave a certain way, if you're cognizant of this, if you truly know, then why are you doing certain things that can cause them to respond in a way, unless it's premeditated? Please, please consider your actions as someone who may not have any mental illness and the effect that it may have when you engage people with fragile personalities. Okay? You, allegedly, you yourselves are saying these people have mental illness. So why shame them? Why agitate them? I just want to bring this to light, family. And I want you to consider this. This is not proper behavior for people who are intellectuals. It's not. It's not acceptable. You can express yourself and say things that you want to say without being hostile towards people who have alleged mental illness. Peace and blessing. Thank you for your time.